This is a very, 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 very funny comment. But there's a seer, a Ghanaian seer, that has prophesied. I don't know whether it's prophecy or that she has seen that that Chioma's marriage to Davido is about to crash. Let me just read a part of it. Prophecy, 21st of May 2025, Davido and Chioma's marriage is on the verge of crashing in the spiritual realm. For many hideous occurrences to be tied both, more gist to be propagated to all from the karma president. Hence, Chioma needs traditional prayers. Traditional prayers to prevent her marriage from crashing. Ghanaian Seer, karma president reveals. You know, I don't know whether it is, I don't know whether we are okay as Africans. Sometimes when I see certain things, I tend to think that sometimes we are not Africans, we are not really okay. Some of these juju people that we see, some of these people that we see here and there that do juju to make things bad or do juju to make things worse. I keep asking myself, if we really truly have that powers, why are we not using that juju to make things better, to make Africa become developed? At least one country in Africa will be termed developed nation. Why is juju or these seers always seeing bad things? Why don't they always see good things? Even the ones that see good things are usually the ones that they pay to, so that they will see good things for them, for people who pay them. But not normally, they don't see good things. I would keep asking this. I will keep saying this. I'm not only saying Ghana, but even Nigeria too. If truly we have powers, this kind of power that people do them disappear, they just touch something and they disappear. Do you know it would have been a very fantastic way of transportation? Yes. If, for instance, I can really disappear, if truly that, what we are meant to believe and what we're meant to see on TV every now and then on African Magic is when they're doing these juju movies, somebody can just disappear. Once they give you the power, if you want to disappear, you can disappear. It would have been a fantastic way of transportation. For instance, if I want to go to China, I don't have to go and seek for visa, go to after seeking for visa, do documentation, go to the airport and fly hours and arriving in China and then doing the same thing coming back. I don't have to do those things. Do you understand? I'll just press the button. I want to disappear to China. I just go through. Oh, I want to disappear to USA. Phew. You arrive at your destination. It would have been a perfect thing, though. It would have been a fantastic way of transportation. I mean, so to tell you that these things don't really work, if it works, it would have been harnessed. It would have been harnessed for positivity. It would have been harnessed for positive things. So you want to go and do juju for wealth. You do juju for money. Do juju, for protection. I really don't know. In fact, when Anambra State Governor arrested those juju guys in Anambra, he was pointing out at those of them that part of the reasons why Anambra had a lot of insecurity was because those people give people false hopes, false narratives. Somebody comes to you for protection to go and steal, and then you give them protection to go and steal, and when they go to steal, the protection fails. Sometimes the protection, sometimes it doesn't even work. It doesn't. Let's just be clear. It doesn't even work. You are just lucky that you didn't meet, an opposition that could have killed you. So he now arrested them and put them, and locked them up and said, any of you who disappears from here now, then we can now, I will know that whatever you are doing is real. Ngwaze, not that the people who are giving you charms to disappear, the people who are giving you charms that bullet cannot enter, the people who are giving you charms, to be invincible, they locked them up inside a building and told them, they kept them there for days. Say if you know you are strong, say you know you are a dibia, right? Disappear. Then when you disappear, now we can now say that you are doing well. None of them disappeared. None of them disappeared. Nothing happened. And because of the raid on these dibia guys, there has been a considerable amount of security that has improved in Anambra State. To tell you that these guys have been a menace in Anambra State, and have been causing chaos in Anambra State. Somebody comes to you, I want to get protection, and the protection is for go and rob a bank. The protection is to go and kill this person. Protection for crazy things. Now, this is the reason why we now say this CS thing is just madness. As far as I'm concerned, well, Davido is not the type that react to some of these nonsenses that actually emanate online. Sometimes they are just clickbait. Sometimes they are just blogging sensational situations. Marriage, yes, to some extent you can say it is first physical. Davido saw Chioma, liked what he saw, and then they become an item. They became an item, and they became, friends, and then they got married. So this thing about their marriage is going to be shattered in the spiritual realm is just stupid. So at the very best, just stupid. It's just like all these pastors that come at the beginning of the year to come and start predicting what is going to happen. Like maybe if somebody comes now and predicts in January of 2027 there will be an election. There will be an election in Nigeria, and that election is going to be very, very keenly contested. Is that one a prediction? So people just come out and say things just because they want to attribute to themselves some powers that they really don't have. So it's crazy, and I'd like us to try to remove our minds from all this spirituality. It is this same spirituality that has brought us to where we are today. Religion, I could always say, is part of the major problems that we have in this country. I don't know whether it is us not being able to use the religion for our betterment, or that religion in itself is a bad thing. Religion is not a bad thing. I think religion is not a bad thing, but it is how we apply it. It's how we use it. There are people who are following this woman. There are people who this person now is. They go and meet them. They want to see things in their future, and whatever the person says, they start accepting their fate because somebody said it. Who told you don't have the power to see your own future? Who said you don't have the power to see your own future? No, seriously, I want to know. And by the way, your living today is as a result of your planning of yesterday. Your future is as a result of what you are doing today. Whatever future you are looking to gain, to see tomorrow, you are already living it. You are already planning it. So let nobody come and gaslight you and tell you, oh, your marriage is about to crash in the spiritual realm, and because of that, you need traditional prayers. What stupidity! What nonsense! Did she marry in your shrine? Were you the one that joined them? And even if you were the one that joined them, you have no rights over their families, or no, over their lives, over their marriage. Let me stop here, please. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.